Well, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in to today's webinar. Um, it is Monday, March 9th, and today we're going to change it up a little bit. Instead of doing a KV Core webinar, today we are going to go over Google's free alternative to the Microsoft Office. So some of the benefits of this before we dive in. It is web-based. And what that means is that as long as you are signed into your Google account, um, you are able to access these documents from anywhere. So you can work on a document in your at home on your laptop, and then you can come in and pull it up on one of the computers in the office as long as you sign into your Google account. So that kind of eliminates the need for saving a document and emailing it to yourself, or saving a document and putting it on a flash drive or something like that. You can also share these documents through the Google interface to your clients. So it kind of helps it communicates with your Gmail a lot better. And then you can also open these documents with Microsoft Office. So if someone were to send you a Microsoft Word doc, you can open it in with Google Docs, or if you send a Google Doc to one of your clients, your client can open it with Microsoft Office if they don't want to access it through their version of if they're unfamiliar with it, their version of Google. So let to make sense of that all, we'll kind of do examples of all those, and I'll show you that it's very, very user friendly, very easy. It's free, and it can really help you all out, especially since so many of our agents work remotely, and they only come into the office periodically. This is something that can really help you with your setup of working at home, and then coming into the office at a limited basis. But also, when you do come into the office, you can have access to all of your files and documents that way. So let's dive in. So you're going to open up Google Chrome. Okay. So the first step is you have to have Google Chrome as your browser. So once you get in here, you get into your Google Chrome home screen here. You're going to click these dots over here. And to access the Google apps. This is probably the easiest way to access these apps. So you click this, and here you'll see, it'll let you know your account, and then all these other Google apps, your Gmail. But over here are these three: Docs, Sheets, and Slides. These are the alternatives for Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. So those are very, very powerful. We'll go through all of those, and we'll show you kind of how simple they are to use. So let's say you want to type up a Google document. You're going to open up Docs. And it's going to bring you to this home screen here. So here is where you open up Docs. It's almost like opening up Microsoft Word on your on another device. But here is where you'll see all of your saved files. All of your saved Google document files will be in here, so you can access them that way. Google also has a whole bunch of templates here. So if you want to create a brochure, if you want to update a resume, anything like that, you can also organize these files. Like I haven't organized these files at all. I can search files here, but if I wanted to be a little bit more organized, which I should be, I can create folders and do things like that. So let's say you want to start a new document, you can just open up a blank one, or you can pick one of their templates, and you can view a full template gallery too. Whoops. Here's all their general templates. I'm just going to do a blank document. So as you can see, this is all web-based. We're still online here. And here we are. So this looks a lot like Microsoft Word. It's a little bit more, actually, it's a lot simpler. There's fewer options up here at the top, but realistically, how frequently are we all using those? we are using this app to type something, to read a document, to do something relatively simple. So we can still do pretty much anything that we really ever need to do here. You got all of your type functions here, all of your formatting. You can still print. But let's just, I'll type some words out. We'll just say this is webinar test document. Okay, so now that I've done that, you can see right here, all changes saved in Drive. My document's already saved. So let's say something happens, whatever. Right now it's just saved as untitled document. I can rename it right here. I'm gonna rename it, boom, and it pulls up just like Microsoft Word does. It gives a suggested title. But let's say I wanna do something else. I just wanna do web test. Whoops. Web test, hit enter, and there you go. It's saved as web test. And then I can continue working here. So let's say I've typed up a whole bunch of words or a whole bunch of paragraphs. I'm done. I want to save it. So right now it's already saved in my cloud. If I were to go back to my home screen here. Where is it? Come on. Refresh it real quick for you. There it is. There's the webinar test document there. See, it saved automatically. I didn't click anything. All I did was start it, and it automatically saved for me, which is very nice. So I don't have to remember to continue to save. Now, let's say I'm going to send this to a client, and I'm not sure if there's multiple ways to share it. We'll just go over several of them. So here's a way to share it. Right now I'm logged into the Metro Roberts suite. So I'll have to grant someone access to share this if I just want to just simply share it. But I can send this to any of my peers who are also in the Metro Roberts. I can also there's several options here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to confuse anyone. So if I want to just send this document as is through the Google Docs, I can kind of select who I want to send this to. Right now it says anyone at Metro Roberts Realty can view this link. And then I would type in an email address here. Let's say I want to send this to Katie. And I could make a note. Here is the webinar test. Let me know if you have any questions. And I can send it to her that way. I'm not going to actually do it. I send Katie enough emails. I don't think she needs another one from me. So I'm just going to cancel this out. But you see that you could have just hit send if you wanted to send it. But if you want to send this to a client and you're not sure if your client uses this sort of Google interface, you can click here, File, and Download. And you can actually save it as a Microsoft Word doc so that when you email this to them, they'll get it in the Microsoft Word document format. You can also send it as all these other formats to a PDF. Like let's say PDFs are incredibly common, so you can export this as a PDF too. So that is how these are similar. So, but anyway, so that's the Microsoft Word equivalent here in the Google Apps. So there's a lot you can do here. It's very, very simple, very common, and it is again free. It is easy to use, and it's a good alternative for the Microsoft Office. So let's go back. As I showed you, you can access all of the apps kind of just from having one of them already open and in use. So if you click these three little lines here, let's take a look at the Microsoft Excel equivalent. So I'm going to click on Sheets. And the same way, it looks the exact same. It's got all of the files. It's got all the files that I have been working on and have access to. But it looks different. This is like a list view. If I wanted to view them in a grid, I can do that. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the list view. But let's say I want to create a new sheet. As we looked at here, there's a whole bunch of templates, just like they did in the Google Docs format. You can look at all of the templates here, the general templates. These might be pretty good because, I mean, as Excel is, as we all know, it can be a little bit complex. So using some of these templates might be good for easily displaying and creating data. So if you want to create a new spreadsheet, and then same thing here. So this looks a lot like Microsoft Excel, a little bit of a simpler interface, but you can still do all the things here. You can type in your formulas. You can do all this. So you can really use. There are very few functions that we would be using on a day-to-day basis that you can't find here on Google Sheets. And the same way, you can share it with your coworkers, with your clients here. You can also export it and save it as a Microsoft Excel file. And then let's real quick just peruse the Google Slides. So PowerPoint is still something that is used quite a bit, and Google Slides kind of allows you to replace it. So you can have all these templates here. The award ceremony, that's an example. I used Google Slides for our award ceremony PowerPoint presentation, and there was no difference noticed in that. It took 20 minutes. But yeah, same thing, templates. You can look and see if any of these kind of fit are what you want. And you can use them and use them for whatever kind of purpose you may have. But you can also create a blank presentation. And in the same way, you can download them in different formats. Now, one thing I believe that you can't do here that you can do in Microsoft PowerPoint is in Microsoft PowerPoint, you can save it as a video file. It doesn't look like you can do that with Google Slides, but that shouldn't be too limiting. But yeah, you can import slides. You can do all that. So quite a bit here. And the biggest benefit to all this is it's very user friendly. It's free. And as I mentioned, you can, as long as you're logged in to your Google account here, like see I'm logged in, you can just access those apps and access it from anywhere. What else? Oh, I want to show how if you were to receive a Microsoft Word document, how you can access that in Google Docs. So let's say you don't have you don't have access to Microsoft Office, and someone sends you a Word document. So here, this is sent to me through Microsoft Word, and I want to open it. I just click on the email attachment here, and here's the option here. It says open with Google Docs. It's opening here. There it is. So and then I can edit it and everything like that. So it is there you go. I mean, the two are very easily it's not like if you want it's not like you need to have Microsoft Office just so that you can possibly need it to open up documents. You can open up documents in these Google apps. So that is, that's all I kind of wanted to show you all today. I just wanted to show you how simple it is. So to kind of backtrack a little bit, you start your Google Chrome home screen, you click these dots here, and then your apps are accessible this way. And you go from there, but you have to make sure that you are logged in. So if I wasn't logged in, if I was going to use one of the computers in one of our offices or something like that, I'd have to make sure that I signed into my Google account here. So you see I'm signed in, Ryan McDonough, MetroRoberts.com. That is, that's how I'm signed in. That's how Google knows this is me. That's how Google knows to grab my account information. So just make sure you're signed in, then you can access your apps that way. And that makes if anyone has any questions about anything, please give me a call or send me an email. But this is a valuable valuable alternative to maybe save yourself some money if you were investing in Google or Microsoft Office, and it's something that a lot of us use here with Metro Roberts, and it's a really user-friendly and pretty strong alternative. I don't notice many differences between the two. I actually kind of prefer some of the simpler interfaces that Google offers. So that's that. Hopefully that's a little helpful in your business, and give me a call if I can help you with anything. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.